Today, we will all know what is the existence of an atom. But have you ever wondered how much history is hidden behind this existence? Let's travel behind the history of atom. What is the atom and what is the history of atom? First of all, let us go 400 years back to the Greek scientist and philosopher Democritus. Democritus tells us everything is composed of atoms, which are physically but not geometrically individuals, that between atoms there lies empty space, that atoms are indestructible and have always been and always will be in motion, that there is an infinite number of atoms and of kinds of atoms. There was even more recognition in Greek at the time. One of them believes the Aristotle. He stated that everything was composed of four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The theory of Democritus explained things better, but Aristotle was more influential, so his idea was proved. Let's moving forward to the Dalton philosopher. While moving forward, Dalton atomic theory based on the law of conservation of mass and the law of the constant composition. According to Dalton, all matter is made up of atoms which are individual. All atoms of a given element are identical in mass and properties. Compound are combination of two or more different type of atoms. He also stated that a chemical reaction is a rearrangement of atom. Now go to the Sir J.J. Thomson by moving forward our journey. Sir J.J. Thomson's experiment with cathode ray tubes show that all atoms contain tiny negatively charged subatomic particles or electrons. Sir J.J. Thomson proposed the plum pudding model of the atoms, which had negatively charged electrons embedded within a positively charged. Now let's meet E. Rutherford, making our trip interesting. He is known as the father of nuclear physics. Rutherford designed an experiment known as Rutherford's scattering experiment. In this experiment, fast-moving alpha particles were allowed to fall on a thin gold foil. According to Rutherford's model, the entire mass and the positive charge is concentrated in a very small region at the center known as nucleus. The electrons revolve around the nucleus at a very high speed in well-defined orbit. The positive charge of the nucleus is due to the proton. The size of the nucleus is very small as compared to the size of the atom. Drawback of Rutherford's model of the atom: in physics, any particles in a circular orbit would undergo acceleration. During acceleration, energy is radiated by the charged particles. Thus, the revolving electron would lose energy and finally fall in the nucleus. If this were true, the atom should be highly unstable and hence the existence of the matter in the form that we know would not be possible. We know that atoms are quite stable. After drawback of Rutherford's model, Niels Bohr giving new look to the Rutherford's model. According to Niels Bohr model, an atom consists of a small heavy positively charged nucleus in the center surrounded by the electrons. The electrons in an atom revolve around the nucleus only in certain selected circular path called orbit. The electrons don't radiate energy while revolving in orbit. Now our journey is complete. Hope you understand a lot through this video. Thank you.